Hi guys, in this video I'd like to show you how you can install fonts to use on MXBusiness and also to use them on the scale. So if you log into your MXBusiness, that's the first thing to do. Now I'll just show you where you can find them. So on your label, for example, you'll get a certain amount of fonts. Now if we click options and preferences and fonts, notice we've got a whole range of fonts we can enable and use in the software. So for these ones you can click to enable, click OK, and you can then use that font on labels and anything you want in MXBusiness and send it up to the scale. Simple as that. Now if you've got a font which is not in this list, then what you'll need to do is get the font file to install, and that's called a TTF. So for example, let's say we have a font called Sans, so it'd be .ttf like that, or comic.ttf if you know what I mean by that. So once you get this file, literally all you need to do is have it on the computer, double click and click install. Once you've installed it, that installs it as a Windows font. So then if you restart your Velocity, you can then go back to options and preferences and fonts, and you'll notice it's now in here, so you can actually enable it and then use it on labels and send it to the scale. But for fonts such as these ones where you've installed them yourself, if they're not already in this list beforehand, one, you'll need to enable it here. You'll also need to link it to the scale, which you must do with a USB stick. So what you want to do is get a USB stick, and on the root of the USB you want to make a folder called font_update, just like this. So make a folder in the root called font_update, and you want to put the font into that folder. Okay. Now once you've done that, take the USB stick out of the computer, plug it into the scale, which is on the very bottom in most Avery scales. Some are on the back. You then want to click the arrow, setter mode, manager mode, engineer, enter your password, data transfer, load fonts, and yes. Now in my case I don't have a memory stick to use, but it will come up and confirm it's loaded. At that point you can start using that font on your labels and anything you want, and it will work perfectly fine. So to summarize, if a font's already in here, all you need to do is enable it and OK. And if it's a specific font which isn't on this list, as long as you have the TTF font file on your computer, double click it, click install, then install it on the scale with a USB as we've just done, and then you can start using that font with MXBusiness and the scale as much as you want, and it will work perfectly. So I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.